We looked around for a number of schools in the area as we moved to the King of Prussia, and we interviewed maybe 2 or 3 other schools besides Margaret George. And I think the bigger difference for us was that when we came inside Margaret George and have a tour, in-person tour, we felt home. We felt like it's really belonging and very nice. Saw how children play and how taken care of by the local teachers, I guess, in the school. And then also we saw how the attitude was toward children to letting them play, but also provide some education, like how to treat each other well, how to play with each other without hurting each other, and how to really attend everything that they do with a semi-structured way. So for us, it's very nice because at that time, right, we had only first child. So and then Sammy he started going to Margaret George at about 6 months. So we were kind of looking around and we just felt home. We liked it so much that we wanted to give it a try, and we actually like it until now. As a second child already attending Margaret George, first one graduated from Margaret George School. We love it so much. We continue using the school, and we enjoy the teachers. We enjoy how everything's set up and the family who runs the school. So it's a great experience. I would say do some homework, like find what you want out of the child center. For example, do you want it very structured, semi-structured, more play, or more kind of academic, so to speak? And also find, do you want a little bit bigger one, more chaotic environment, or do you find something more like a classroom environment? And also feel some other components that you have, like what will it make it yours? And like to us with the Margaret George school, as I mentioned, like when we came, it felt like family, like at home, with the toys and different children playing, and teachers trying to kind of teach them and direct them, but at the same time letting them have their own kind of freedom of expression themselves, like how they know at their age, and really learn and grow with their peers and of course under direction of teachers. So I think that was a very good kind of home-like feeling, while there is a semi-structure to help people upbring those children in a good environment. Our experience, we had a great experience with the staff and management of Margaret George School. We like how much they invested in the school on a continuous basis, from training the staff and bringing new teachers along as they try to retain the already experienced teachers. There was not much turnaround in our view for this type of industry. The other part we like is they improved constantly the rooms, the amenities. They like a playground. They just recently approved that again. So they're doing a great job there. And also how they managed the virus outbreak. It was great. One thing that they did is that they instituted very good, reasonable rules, and then provided a lot of communication and information. So both teachers and parents can handle it well. And the second part is that they provided a lot of support in that regard, whether it's answering questions or whether it's they even instituted, they help us with the older one who already graduated. They did a learning part for the short amount of time while the school was out to help us attend it virtually and have both children here. So that was great. From the teacher staff perspective, teachers are very caring. We like it. A lot of these teachers when we started, they actually still here in school. So we have at least a couple like Miss Melissa and others who are here for a very long time, and they could train new teachers, but they also feel that sense of comfort and stability that when we give a first child and now a second child goes into the school, it's almost like a family and heritage in that. So we like that a lot in terms of like not too much turnaround of teachers. And when new teachers come aboard, they are trained by those teachers who were there for a while. So again, it keeps that very nice core culture. I would describe Margaret George School as a great place to bring your children with their early stages of life when they need this daycare, especially as you go to work. You know, you cannot give your care and support to the child like that school might give because you have to work. So when you bring here, you expect this family treatment, very close community-like relationship. And this is why we felt comfortable leaving a child in the morning and picking up at night, and knowing that the child will experience love, experience support, child will be safe, and also child will learn and grow with their peers to learn those important motor skills, the collaboration skills, not being afraid to kind of play with other children of their age, but also learn from older children and from teachers how to, behave better as they grow up. So I think that environment to me was that description that we think of. So every time we leave a child, we felt safe and we feel positive in terms of how a child grows. And also we love that there is collaboration environment. The child is not alone and doesn't feel like they want attention of mommy and daddy, but they couldn't get it because we had to work. So that's how I would describe it. I think that Margaret George School will have a profound impact on our children's future. And the reason why is because when you grow up early on, you want to be nurtured, right? Whether it's a love from the parents or the love from the teachers. When you children spend sometime between 6 to 8 hours a day, right, in the Margaret George School, and you really want to make sure that time, it's a big chunk of their life as they grow up, counts for developing them, for nurturing them, for being in love and safety. So I think this is what will provide them to be more confident in the future, to be more mature in the future as they communicate with others, also to be more understanding and acceptive, and there is a knowledge of other people around them, like other children of all different backgrounds, skin colors, ethnicities. They learn so much about different cultures, maybe sometimes languages, and I think that builds very solid foundation to experience the world in a more wholesome way and really take it forward in the future as they educate themselves and as they go to the older classes after the Margaret George School. I would like to share about the Margaret George School and the overall experience that it was very positive, and it is very positive as we go forward. Like we mentioned that we had 2 children going through Margaret George School. First one started at 6 months and already graduated at 6 years, going to the first. Now he's in the second, going to second grade this school year. The second child is now she's going in the Margaret George right now and also planning to graduate from there. We love that nurturing experience, but we also being very thankful that we had a place where we can give children, and we wish everybody to have that opportunity. In case you need to leave your child somewhere, we will definitely recommend Margaret George School, and we definitely recommend even that early collaboration and early environment of safety, but also spending time with other children. I think that was greatly beneficial, so we definitely recommend Margaret George School for that. It's a family-like, small, private school who tries to do their best to improve the children's future, nurture those little souls, and also help mothers and fathers who need to leave their children there to make their life a little bit more balanced and easier to take care of the children at that time. So I think that was a great benefit, and we would like to share it with everybody, of course.